think that hurt?
You've seen one too many smacks from the lily-whacker.
It's one of Melee's colorful, chemically dependent seafaring scallywags. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no, then. You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking. It says, happy birthday. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. Hello there, little Guybrush.
Arr, talk to me.
No, talk to me.
That's it. I'm not talking to either of you.
Jerk.
Idiot. I'm Guyrush Threepwood, mighty butt.
No, you're not. I'm Guyrush Threepwood.
That's a good one, Threepwood.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the start of another week streaming on behalf of Randomised Gaming. I am your host for these streams, the editor of Randomised Gaming, Random Gamer Riven. Just turn down the background volume a bit there, you probably can still just about hear it. But I'll probably actually not speak too much initially, I'll let the dialogue play out. and show you some of the and chat to you a bit more later on. So this is Escape from Monkey Island. This is the PlayStation 2 version. I'm actually playing the PAL version, which is PAL optimized. So I was going to see if I could force it into 60 Hz, but GSM didn't force it well. There was loads of overscan. So basically half the screen was off screen. And even when I tried the 50 Hz 576 force, that didn't quite work properly with GSM. So obviously the GSM has some elements that don't work properly, sadly. So basically it's just the raw PS2 component output footage, which is nice enough. It's Escape from Monkey Island. This is the 4th game in the series. It's not the strongest game, but I think it's fair to say all the Monkey Islands are still of a very high caliber. I think it's one of those series where the first 2 games still remain the best in the franchise, but they're all, the 3rd and the 4th one are still very good, as is the sort of 5th Tales from one. There's some great dialogue, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the volume and not speak initially for a bit, so I'll let you listen to the game first before I actually start saying about it. The intro is fairly straightforward, so it'll take a little while for me to actually get into game, but I'll just let it play out and let you look at the start and let some of the jokes fly away. So here goes. Enjoy the stream, everyone.
From the personal log of Guyrush Threepwood. Sometimes, when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Melee Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate. I want to be a pirate. Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the 7 seas? And who could have guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley. Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island. That's the 2nd biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice. Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit. Now look at me. I'm married to the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my Plunder Bunny and I are returning to Melee Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of...
Guyrush!
Yes, dear?
Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's full of hot coals. That cannon looks ready to fire. Only I could get that thing to go off. It's full of hot coals. It's full of hot coals. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood. I should try to pick one up if I want to try to do something with it. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
Little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Land ho!
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, our return. Could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for months.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh, dear. Do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
know, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
You won $74 playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion. Let's go.
Let's try 17, 4.2, 12. Fire!
Ah!
What do you think you're doing?
What does he look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah.
The governor's dead, man.
Dead?
Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do two things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
And not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died.
Okay, hello to everyone on stream. And hello to our commentator, Nico. Yes, this is Escape from Monkey Island, the 4th installment. I think this was probably the weakest installment to date when it released, the 4th one. Visually, it was an early 3D game. I think this uses the Grim Fandango engine, and it's not bad. Visually, it could be a little bit better. They have stylized it, so it's not aged too badly, but it's not the strongest visual style. Gabish. What I'll do in this stream is do a mixture of me talking, and then when we're chatting, I'll drop back to the game audio, because the dialogue is still very funny. And one of the things about Monkey Island, even though I think this one wasn't done by Ron Gilbert and David Grossman, I think they'd both left LucasArts by that point. In fact, I'll just check the credits as they are in the back of the manual. Story games designer, yeah. And thingy is, who's the one who did Psychonauts, whose name has suddenly escaped my mind. He worked on the first couple as well. So this one has a fairly interesting start. So you're finally married to Governor Elena Marley Threepwood now. Elena, of course, was the heroine from the original game. Although she's of the two, she is always the smarter of the partnership between Guybrush and herself. She's always the sort of leading figure, and Guybrush is very much the whimsical idiot who always seems to make a lot of mistakes. And including that the joke is somehow they've managed to get married, because even the manual says quite what she sees in Guybrush is one of the mysteries of the Seven Seas. But yes, once again, you are the ever so lovable pirate, Guyrush Threepwood. There was the fifth Tales of game after this. There's still only 5 games in the series, and now the franchise is owned by Disney. It's hard to say if they will make another one. I hope so. I really do. I really do wish, actually. But let's actually have a little look round. So I'm going to chat to this guy. I mean, it's got all the classic music, but I'll chat to this guy first. So I'll just mute myself and I'll raise the game volume.
Hey! Get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Excuse me.
What?
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
I think the trademark in the subtitle is a joke, Nike. I think it's one of the many jokes they put. Whereas they put, I think, because there's a thing with most of the island names of TM next to them. So I think that's a little bit of a joke from LucasArts. Perhaps about how insane copywriting was getting during the 2000s.
Oh, come on. I want to see a boulder hit the cactus.
No, I'm not wasting a boulder while the catapult's functioning properly.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates?
I'd love to, but I can't. My contract explicitly states that I'm not to leave Melee Island until this house has been demolished.
Not that I'm complaining, but why are you having such a hard time hitting my house?
It's this catapult. I've never seen such a finicky piece of machinery. Besides which, it throws like a girl.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
Okay, so yes, they're trying to demolish the mansion, and this actually looks like a sea. I think Mealy Island's actually look at fun.
What an odd-looking cactus.
So have I actually got to hit the... So I'm just going to go to the options because I can feel the rumble. Video options. Screen adjust. That's nice. There's no 60 Hz option though. Tim Schafer. Yes, that was it, Nico. The one behind Psychonauts, yeah, it's Tim. Yeah, it's Tim Schafer. He worked on. He was the. I believe he was the script writer in the first 2 games. Ron Gilbert and Dave Grossman were the main creators of the franchise. Multiplayer options and concept art. Oh, we can actually view the concept art for the game. That's quite a nice little extra. Okay, I'm not going to go too far so that we're not going to spoil too much of the game. But that's a nice little extra. I was initially concerned that might change the option, but yeah, there's no 60 Hz option in this, sadly. And I did try to force this into 60 Hz, but it's PAL optimized, so basically half the screen was missing. I tried forcing it into progressive scan at 50 Hz, but that didn't work very well either. I'm just going to save it in case there's any rather grim death. And Monkey Islands don't tend to have deaths in them, but you never know. Occasionally you can get a game where you... There was a joke in the original Monkey Island. There was one scene where you could come a cropper underwater.
What an odd-looking cactus.
Okay, so they're trying to destroy our mansion from the first game.
No way. I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house. No way. I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house.
So he doesn't want to go inside and look at cactus.
Let's try 17, 5.5, minus 6.
What an odd-looking cactus.
Fire!
As useful as a two-pronged cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants.
Two-pronged cactus. Actually, I'm reminded why. Control options. Yes, this game actually has rumble. Vibration off. We don't need rumble in a point-and-click adventure. There's one of the things they often used to add rumble into games that didn't need it. And every time he throws a catapult, the joypad rumbles. So it's really quite irritating. I'm actually doing a stand-up stream today as I've been sitting down all day, so...
What an odd-looking cactus. Hey, I bet I could market this. Vegetarian steak. Nah.
Let's try 15, 4.2, minus 27.
That is...
Fire!
That is one fat bird. That's huge.
Yeah, there were a lot of great gags where they did get, and yeah, one of the many things, that is just one of the jokes with the island branding where everything's
I don't think so.
There are lots of really clever jokes in the Monkey Island series. I mean, this isn't as good as the first two. If you've never played the first two games, they were on the Amiga PC, but you can get them on Xbox 360. They are fantastic. Look at Enter Path to Governor's Mansion. Ah, this is a very familiar scene. This is actually as it was in the original Monkey Island. I'll be honest, I've not actually played... I could look at the clock there.
It's 3 o'clock. I can't reach it. Sold. I'm not picking that up.
Okay, I see. That's a little bit weird. Enter door. That looked a bit weird. Talk to familiar looking pirates.
Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Oh, sorry about that.
You, startled us.
Yeah, that's it. Startled.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who look like us.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
I have no idea what the multiplayer is, Nico, so I might try that at the end of the stream. I have absolutely no idea. Are you sure we haven't met? So these two are actually two of the pirate clowns from the original game.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guyrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar.
Yeah, so obviously he's going to play a lot of jokes. Basically, in case you don't recognise, the guy on the left is the one from the original Monkey Island. These two are your two crew members. The girl on the right is the sword mistress who used to fight, who you fought with and who you trained and got on your crew. And the guy on the left was the one you got out of prison with the carrot cake.
Aren't you the famous comedy team of Youngler and Muntz?
Youngler and Muntz? Never heard of them.
You haven't? But they're brilliant! They do this bit about how men leave the commode seat up and how women love to shop for boots. Well, I guess you had to be there.
Apparently.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Well, neither can Keel Hall. I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
There we go. Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop! He's come to take us back to Monkey Island!
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
Scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
What have you been doing with yourself, Carla?
You mean after I finally managed to escape from Monkey Island?
You're never gonna forgive me for that, are you?
Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, I've spent the last few years here on Melee Island re-establishing my Swordmaster credentials.
Well, that sounds productive.
Oh, it was, until that Australian showed up.
Australian?
Yeah, an Australian real estate developer. He challenged me to a round of insult sword fighting, badgered me into betting my house. It was over so quickly.
Gee.
Now I wander the streets of Melee insult sword fighting for food.
How sad. How about you, Otis? What have you been doing for the last few years?
Well, after I finally escaped from Monkey Island, I made my way back to Melee Island, where I tried to resume my former profession.
Petty thievery?
I prefer to think of it as proactive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, The indignities I suffer on Monkey Island have left me so jittery that I cannot pick a lock or a pocket without making more noise than a flatulent hippo.
What vivid imagery. So how do you earn a living?
Begging mostly. You'd be amazed how many people will pay to hear the story of the innocent pirates who were betrayed by their idiot captain.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy and beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island, Meat Hook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion.
Drinking?
Painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
These stories are too depressing. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
Won't you join my crew for old time's sake?
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about...
Yes, some great dialogue here. I'll just turn it down a little bit. As you see, so yes, Otis and Carla from the original game returned. I think Meat Hook was in the second game. He was definitely in. He's definitely already been in one, I'm pretty sure. A brand new car, treasured boatload of treasure, some lovely property off the coast of Booty Island, cushy government jobs, undying unconditional gratitude, baby. Come to think of it, I can't think of a good reason for you to join. That's right, cushy
government jobs.
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Yeah, so lots of great humour there. Okay, that was a bit weird. I actually entered this door and came out that side. Obviously a bit of a joke there. So enter door and you come out over the other side of the street, just to add. That's a bit of a weird one. Look at Scumbar.
Scumbar. Haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see.
Let's venture into Scumbar. But no, I'm not sure quite what multi... I'll just periodically save it. I mean, I shouldn't need to save it that much. Actually nice to play a point-and-click adventure for a change. I know there aren't too many on PS2. Talk to short dark player, look at bottle. I need some items actually, I haven't picked up anything.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king.
Now we've got some Darks players, so let's chat to them. Use creepy looking door. Oh, that's the exit door. Okay, I just walked out. I think this is actually using the Grim Fandango control system. It's probably made using the Grim Fandango engine, actually. So, Grim Fandango is actually a really good point-and-click adventure. It wasn't as good as a couple people raved about, so... to be honest, I think the point-and-click adventure was really dying out at that point, so I wouldn't necessarily... I would have thought Sony... I mean, I can understand Sony may not have liked them that much, but considering some of the other things they did publish, I think, to be honest, it was more a case of the point-and-click genre. Escape from Monkey Island was the last Monkey Island game at the time, because the genre was failing a bit. It had kind of hit a limit with the fact that the games were often quite short, and if you knew how to solve them, you could finish them generally in a couple of hours, which presented a problem for sort of people who wanted a good value. And games were getting progressively bigger at this point, so point-and-click adventures really needed to become massive, and you never got the point-and-click adventures the size of which you really needed for... For me, or has this bar just suddenly got lighter? No, it's where I'm standing. Yeah, there are definitely a few more on Xbox. Can I stand it?
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops.
Can I actually walk?
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops.
I can't do like police quest then and walk in front of the dartboard and then end up as a medical emergency. Look at dartboard.
It's a dartboard. Personal.
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops.
Hey, I can see my house from here. I hope it's still there when I get back from Lucar Island.
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops.
It's the oh-so-dangerous Scumbar dartboard. I'm not picking that up. Ahoy, mateys!
Buzz up, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that, anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. You'll hit it.
Land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
No problem.
Impressive.
Yeah, Sony of America did have some weird policies, I will say. I wasn't aware of one over direct control of the character, because that rules out RTSs. So, and there were a few RTS games on the PS2, although there were some mad policies at Sony of America, such as the PS games had to have additional content and things. Sony generally made a lot of embarrassing mistakes over the years that kind of blotched their supposed impervious record when it comes to actually holding games on the platform. Interestingly, in Europe, eventually they couldn't actually stop games being released because they were deemed to have a monopoly. Yeah, you had the Siberias. I mean, there aren't a huge number because the genre was dying, but yeah, the Siberias weren't released. You had Still Life on the Xbox, Siberia 1 and 2. Although in Europe, getting one of them was quite tricky. Was it on Xbox or PS? Should we find out if these guys want to join my pirate crew?
Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Championship.
Actually, you will be able to join his crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Knows me, cracker brain.
Are you sure you won't join my crew?
Nah.
Nah.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow. Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great!
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
Are you sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
He sounds pretty adamant.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Are you sure I can't have just a few pretzels?
You really don't want to carry these babies around in your bare hands.
You're probably right.
That's the spirit. See if the inebriated fellow over there will see fit to give you some.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'll be glad to. After you show me some ID.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Melee Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
No. The whole place is run by the harbor mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it. Where'd you say I could find a ship?
The Melee Island Municipal Shipyards.
Got it. Thanks. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
The human body is a beautiful thing. Most of the time. Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guyrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye, the seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but...
But what?
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the scum bar?
Aye, the one and only.
What makes you think that the scum bar is going to be stolen?
Well, it's like this. I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh, if it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Insult arm wrestling?
Aye. While you were away, the insult sword-fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Wait a minute. Your name is Cheese?
Aye.
Cheese?
Aye.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
Yes, so obviously we've got to the first objective in the game to sail to Lucas Island and speak with Marley's grandfather's lawyers. And yes, you're correct, Miss 3 did get a PS2 release. Did PS4 get an Xbox release? Because I wasn't aware that one did, but obviously that was... Oh yes, Mistfall Revelations, that did. Interestingly, I don't think that got a European release. No, US only. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I didn't realise that. That might actually be a better one to pick up than the console the PC version, because the PC version's a little bit flaky to run. But yeah, there are a few more point-and-click adventures on the Xbox these days. Look at Kettle.
Perfect for popcorn.
I will admit this one's not quite clear.
Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door.
Hey! Stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin!
Why don't people ever want me to go into the kitchen? This fish has seen better days. I'm not picking that up. There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants. I'm not planning on starting any fires. Someone's gonna be upset when they see what their mast was used for.
As always, these games do have great dialogue, even though this is probably not the strongest game in the series.
Mmm, kudu jerky pretzels. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. It says, "Happy birthday." No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. What's the word on the street? How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be searching the 7 seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no, then.
Some great dialogue there. That guy is very, very well inebriated, should we say, by the sound of him.
What's that you're drinking? Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels.
So I'm guessing I've got to cause a bit of a ruckus. Yeah, some great dialogue there with the way they're chatting, but...
That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king.
I can't pick up the bottle.
The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. Ahoy again, mateys! Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
So I think there might be a little puzzle here where I've got to get them to hit something. So I bet you can't hit a balls. But you can't hit that balloon over there.
I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
Oh, this is going to go crazy. I think we know what's going to happen here.
Ah! Oops.
I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
How about that post on the right side of the screen?
Ha! That's easy.
Hey, you're pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
I'm gonna tell them to hit.
And I'll hit it.
I'm gonna tell them to hit everything, but you can't hit the guy over there.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
No problem.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
So AAA, there's a way to hit the center of that life preserver on the kitchen.
There's no way you'll be able to hit the center of that life preserver on the kitchen door.
Here goes nothing.
I'm not actually played. This is about the furthest I've ever played into this thing. So.
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
We should have some spare darts lying around now. I bet you can't hit a bullseye.
Can you hit that big stuffed fish over there?
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Impressive. Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Okay,
This fish has seen better days. I'm not picking that up. Hey, how's the weather down there? Mmm, voodoo jerky pretzels.
I actually thought
I
might
guess
be.
you won't be needing these anymore. I wish I had some grog to wash that down with.
So there's the inventory. You've got a bowl.
I'm not picking that up. Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door. I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows. I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows.
Okay, so I'm going to take a guess that I've done everything I can do at this point. So we've got hit the pretzels. If I can chat to. I mean, I have a cracked screen as well. Look at bottle.
I'm not picking that up. I'm back.
That you are.
I think, if I'm correct, the. Let me just see. Yes, this actually has a couple of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice actors, Rob Paulson and Clem Clark. I was going to say that this guy sounds like Rob Paulson, casting the chess player. Although I know sometimes a couple of the actors did use multiple names when they were doing roles, so it looked like they had more voice actors in a game than they actually did. Oh no, they are literally most of the. I think each character does about 3 or 4 names. Each voice actor does about 3 or 4 names. Can I get a refill of these pretzels?
Can I get a refill on these pretzels?
Sorry. You'll have to finish the ones you've got there first.
But I want more.
Quit your whining.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15. but we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
Now there is an issue I had when I was younger.
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops.
Looking young even when you're over the... Okay, so there we have the Scum Bar. Walk to Mealy Island. Well, I should actually explore the rest of the town. So here we go. Have we got an overview map like the original game? Yes, we do. It is the same, similar overview. Go to Harbour. Go to Mealy Town. Is this Governor's Mansion? Go to Governor's Mansion. Is this the Voodoo Lady's shop? Or go to Meat Hook's? Oh, Meat Hook is in this game. So yeah, so he has a you're reunited with the crew from the original game. Interestingly, you could sink the ship they were on in the original game, which was quite a funny scene. Technically, you could either sink the ship and then you would get picked up by Hermit and his former first mate, or you didn't sink it and then the three of them would come along and you'd sail back. Obviously, the game is taking canon that you did sink the ship. I should go through this door, even though it's a bit weird that it throws me out of this door here.
Guyrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit fooling around and stop that catapult. Guyrush,
What was it I was supposed to be doing?
stop that catapult from destroying our home and then sail to Lucre Island, remember?
Oh yeah, thanks.
Okay, that is a little bit weird and wacky. So that's the town hall, but you can enter it via going into one of these doors. It's obviously a bit of a joke here, but I don't think it's a very good one. Look at real estate. So, okay, so this is the International Voodoo Place, and welcome back. This is definitely an interesting voodoo place. This is, of course, the voodoo lady who's advised you over the various games in the series. And once again, she's back.
Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. Cream of frog. Ouch, I hate to be that guy. This finger seems slightly different than the others. If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring. I don't need another ring finger. This finger seems slightly different than the others. If I want to point at something, I'll use my own index finger. For a pinky finger, it's quite large. I've already got a pinky finger. No, I'm not into torturing complete strangers. The present company accepted, of course. No thanks. Monkey armpit juice? Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. No thanks. Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. Beady. I don't think they're for sale. What a strange mirror. It appears to be attached to the wall. What a strange mirror. What a strange mirror. Wow, a 4DFX Voodoo Mask 6! Cutting-edge voodoo technology.
And there we have a reference to an old graphics card model. Voodoo. Look at chicken, look at pile of bones.
Perhaps I've become desensitized, but this pile of human bones no longer sickens me as it once did. I'm not carting around anyone's mortal remains unless it's absolutely necessary. The smell of this basket brings back horrible memories of Puerto Pollo. No way! I've had more than my share of chicken feathers.
So what? Look at international horror. I'm just trying to see if the voodoo lady is actually in this one. Climb ladder down. Ah, okay. Voodoo 3D accelerators. Yeah, some really good jokes here. So I think that's a joke that not many people would recognise now because Voodoo have long since gone the way of the dodo. Can I move the ladder?
Wow, that's one flexible merboy. Sold. The old, creepy, unlit place for books. Gee, that doesn't sound too inviting. I'm not picking that up.
Yes, I remember the 90s very well, yeah, voodoo cards. I thought they got, basically, I can't remember how they got taken out, voodoo. They basically Nvidia sort of just eclipsed them, really, I seem to recall. Look at game.
I wonder where this goes. Too bad it's locked. Guess I'll never find out.
Okay, let's go walking round. Should we go try and see if we can get a ship first before I go to meat hooks? Yeah, you had a lot of that for a while, and then they realised that actually, if you didn't have people able to use your games, then wait, is that the voodoo lady? Look at grog machine, yes.
I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog.
It's another reference to the original Monkey Island.
It's empty. This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses. This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses. Well, this inner tube has no use here.
Hey, what's all this junk doing here cluttering up my shipyard?
This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses.
Talk to Lady of Leisure.
I'm Guyrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Are you the harbor master?
No, I am the harbor mistress. My full title is Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships? Kinda snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would be even better if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Melee and ready to govern.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a promotion.
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope, it's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, I'm not required to do this. As a civil servant and chief assistant shipyard regulator, I am here for your safety, not to be helpful. But if it'll make you go away, I'll tell you.
I can hardly wait.
I cannot and will not release a ship to any person, party, or entity that does not carry the authority of office or is otherwise important in their own right.
Come on, just this once? For me.
Not for you or anyone. Rules were meant to be followed. Just prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
But I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, at the Scum Bar. You're the naked girl in the painting.
I am not. Besides, I haven't taken my clothes off in years.
What's your name?
Why?
I'd like to know the names of the people I've seen naked.
I wasn't naked. I was artistically posed.
You could lose your job if anyone found out that you posed for that picture.
How do you think I got my last promotion?
I'd rather not think about it. Who painted you?
He was an awful man. He was good, but he wouldn't take his claws off me. Strange, too. He had a bizarre fascination with lights.
You must be some kind of ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about him, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Now that's a fine-looking ship. I'm not picking that up. Now that's a fine-looking dinghy. I'm not picking that up. I can see why this ship hasn't been sold. That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Hey, she's got pierced ears. Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead? It says ship for sale. I'm not picking that up.
Rule number 1 of these games, always pick up absolutely everything. I'm just going to quickly move the seat. I've been standing for a bit now. Yeah, that you've got the right idea there, Nico. Check everything, because you'll generally end up missing something. Nothing worse than missing an item. It's usually...
Nobody needs saving at the moment. It's empty. Probably a good idea to keep a couple of those near the grog machine. Nobody needs saving at the moment.
The other thing you've got to be quite careful, some of these are quite difficult to actually highlight, so you can literally walk around a bit and then... I assume this actually was using the Grim Fandango. Look at...
Deluxe.
Convertible.
I'm not picking that up.
I assume our ship will be the pink one eventually, unless we get one of these dinghies. So obviously we've got to go around and explore the whole island. So we've been to Meat Hook, we've been to the... Well, we haven't been to Meat Hook, we've been to the Governor, and we've been to the harbour. Obviously Meat Hook is now a painter, so we're going to assume he painted the harbour lady. So I assume there's some connection between the two. Meat Hook's House of Wax.
Hey, look, a full moon. Pick up the moon? Are you nuts?
We've got Lookout Bridge as well.
Pick up the moon? Are you nuts? Looks like Meat Hook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kind of miss the old pulley and poultry method. No.
There's the infamous parrot that Meat Hook is infamously fearing in the first game. Look at flag.
It says Wax Show. I wonder if they're showing Mad Wax, Beehive Warrior. There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants. It's locked. I'm not picking that up.
Yeah, they've got quite a nice artistic style, so... Knock on Meat Hook's front.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
No, go away.
Then who are you?
No one. There's no one here.
When do you expect someone to be home?
Later. Much later. Finish running your wife's errands first.
Yes, that is definitely Leonardo. I think Meat Hook, yeah, Clam Clark.
But there's supposed to be a wax show today.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
The sign out here says there is.
Yeah, that. Well, it's cancelled.
It's okay, it's me.
Me who?
Guyrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Nice try. Guybrush and Elaine are dead. I know why you're here, and you can't have it.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending, you greedy old man. You think you can just buy up the whole island just because you can insult people? Well, think again. You can't take my house away from me if you can't get in. I knew I shouldn't have fixed that bridge. There's nobody home. Now go away.
Okay, I'll come back later.
Just see if we can chat.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
I'm not picking that up.
Oh, that rubber thing. I bet you we have to put it on the strange looking cactus. Go to Governor's Mansion.
I'm not picking that up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game. It's not the greatest of the Monkey Islands, but still all the Monkey Islands are very good.
Let's try 22.
The voice acting's all very good as well. The only thing with this one is they've changed... This is the odd one that doesn't use the... So the remakes, the third game and the fifth game all use the same Elaine voice actress, except this one, which used a different one.
As
they
useful as a
reused
two-pronged
her.
cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants. Not a bad piece of modern art if I do say so myself. With that inner tube, it looks like a giant slingshot. As useful as a two-pronged cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants.
22, 4.2, minus 20.
If I go around offering these to everyone and everything I see, I won't have any for myself.
Fire!
Okay, have I got to give him...
Hey! Get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Hey there.
Yeah, just a sec.
Here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Oh, ungrateful. Kudu jerky pretzels. Kudu jerky pretzels.
No.
I don't think so.
Tinker with catapult control.
That was good. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there.
Yep.
Get out of my way.
Okay, we can guess what's gonna...
This works.
Guess what's gonna happen here. I thought that... I thought to put the rubber thing on the thing to make it a slingshot.
Recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it.
He is about...
Fire! What the? Yeah! I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
Don't worry. I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back.
So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one...
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm.
That's me.
To destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
Something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
Okay, so it's off to Lucre Island we go. Look at pile of boulders.
Looks like he's got plenty of ammunition.
Got to see if I can get into the house now, but obviously this is quite a nice starting puzzle. I note the little hint there that he sounds... They said Charles smelt like he was a bit undead. Do we think he's Lee Chuck in disguise?
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. I'm a pirate, not a furniture mover. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal. What a strange lamp.
I like that lamp.
Yeah, I meant strange as in strange and wondrous.
Okay, Night Nike, thanks for joining the stream. I've enjoyed this one. Definitely a much more slower paced game than normal, but it's always nice to do a point and click adventure from time to time. Look at family pool.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Ahoy there, matey.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
What was I supposed to be doing?
Have you been drinking grog again?
No, I swear. I just want to make sure I have the details right.
Good. Now, while I concentrate on running for re-election, you're going to get yourself to Lucre Island. And once there, you will visit with the Marley family lawyers. And you'll work with them to find a legal way of saving the mansion from Charles's demolition goon. Got it?
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
We can move away and leave this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, Honey Bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow.
We can make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing, even for pirates. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it. I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you'd better take it.
Alright. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
Hey, you should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there anything else?
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks. I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks.
I don't think she'd like that. Hey, it's Elaine as a little kid with Grandpa Marley. Oh, how cute.
Don't make me get out your baby pictures.
But honey, you don't have any of my baby pictures.
No, but I have some of you crying after you got smacked in the head.
This would be great to have hanging on my wall. Oh, wait, it is hanging on my wall. It's the door to the kitchen. Right. It's the door to the kitchen. Right.
It's a slightly odd placement in this one with the fact that you got the doors.
It's the door to our bedroom. I've heard of homes away from home, but that would be ridiculous.
You can't actually go into the rooms, it would seem. The kitchen and the bedroom you can't go in, so I've obviously got all the items I can get from this section.
It's a government paper of some sort.
Or maybe not. Explore this area a bit more.
I like this kind of commode better than the one in the bathroom. The one made of porcelain. Nah, most of this stuff is Elaine's. I wouldn't want to deprive her of her favorite trinkets. It's a government paper of some sort. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition. The header says Melee Government Employment. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition. I'm not sure if Elaine would approve of that. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition.
I'm trying to put this away at the minute. Oh, it's square to put it away.
Elaine really loves these plates for some reason.
Don't even think about touching the china, Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me. Groovy banner. For some reason, it makes me want to ride a hog. Elaine would kill me if I got dirt on her family banner. I love chess, especially the horsies. I've got no time for easily mastered games like chess. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. I wonder how these cacti got onto our tropical pirate island. No, I don't want cactus needles poking through my shorts. Brad, Polly, want a fertilizer pellet? There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants. I knew it looked like a giant slingshot. As useful as a two-pronged cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants. It appears to be attached to the wall. What a strange mirror. Ahoy again!
What is it now?
We got some heavy-duty begging to attend to.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first. Is this some kind of joke?
What?
This contract is not even being signed by the governor.
We may be down on our luck, pirates, but we're not stupid. Come back when you've got a signed contract.
Okay, let's see if Governor Marley can actually sign it. Although technically she's not governor at the minute. I have to remember the clock in the background in case we need to fiddle with it at some point as well.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition.
What's this for?
I needed to convince reluctant rapscallions to join my crew.
Darling, can't you just use your blinding charisma to cajole them into joining you?
I think I used up all my charisma on the honeymoon.
All right, let me sign it.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition.
Let me guess. Another government bribe?
I prefer the term state-sponsored incentive.
When you get back from Lucre Island, we're going to have a long talk about civic ethics. All right, let me sign it.
Okay. Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it. I'm not picking that up.
Wow, you actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood, you've got yourself a crew.
Ahoy again.
What is it now?
So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
The horror! The horror!
We'll meet you at the shipyards once you've got a ship. Never thought I'd say that again.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Yes, I quite like OT's response there. The horror, the horror. Some good comments. There's actually some quite funny lines in this, even though this wasn't done by much of the original team. It's still well written. All the Monkey Islands are pretty good. They're always good for a laugh. Certainly hard to fault them. I mean, this one's probably using the Grim Fandango engine, which had a few rough patches, I'll be honest.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. That's the kind of painting that drives pirates to drink. I'm not picking that up. I'm back.
That you are.
Are you sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
He sounds pretty adamant.
Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
Can I get a refill on these pretzels?
Sorry. You'll have to finish the ones you've got there first.
But I want more.
Quit your whining.
I've still got troubles.
Do tell.
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've gotta go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
I don't think he'd like that. That looks like a pirate with a lot on his mind. That looks like a pirate. I don't think he'd like that. Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Aye, it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry. Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard of him.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I am rubber. You are glue.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, it's too bad none of them are in your arms. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
From the size of your gut, I'd guess they were eaten.
Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. Only once have I met such a coward.
I'm surprised you can count that high.
I've out-wrestled octopuses with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do. Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
So basically this is like the rhyming slang from the original game, so table 12 people. Ah, that's probably
I'm surprised you can count that high.
I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Why are you studying? Why are you studying?
Why? You studying to be a nurse?
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Oh, yeah?
My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
Oh, yeah?
I won!
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucre Island?
Aye, it'll be a pleasure to sail with a refined wit such as yourself.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
I do like the old R's and Gurs in the background. As we can see there, we've actually managed to recruit another. Looks like a life.
I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows.
But you can't take that down.
I'm not picking that up. Hey, how's the weather down there?
So I've got 2 crew members now, I assume. Can I do anything at Meat Hook? Can I get him to join me? Actually, not that big a first act. This feels slightly smaller than the original game so far.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
I'm not sure if Elaine would approve of that. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. I don't think she'd like that. Hi, I'm back. Nice night for a sail, huh?
It would be if you had a boat.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission. And I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
You're not helping.
Helping is not part of my job description.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship. This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
Is that the ship?
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
Mr. Cheese, shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little rain never hurt anyone.
Wow! Mommy!
Batten down the hatches.
Shorten sail!
Clear the scuppers.
Drain the bilges!
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre Island.
Ah, Lucre Town, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh, no. There's not going to be a next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.
Rats. It's still pink. Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Good work getting us into the harbor.
Thanks. Next time, be helpful if you didn't use the ship's maps as coasters.
Where can I find Otis?
That useless deck swab beats me. After you left, he ran off. Probably looking for new ways to be lazy.
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
What's wrong with the rudder?
Just took a little beating on the way past that breakwater. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the mast?
Well, it got a bit jolted when we careened off the rocky outcropping. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the deck?
Well, somebody scratched "Help me, Mommy" into it. Deep scratches, but nothing I can't fix.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, so here we go.
Well, okay then. Keep the ship shape while I'm gone.
Here's the next part. So obviously this is the next part. I wonder how the multiplayer actually works. How long have we been doing this now? So this is actually off the 2 hours 6. I think I might wrap it up there, seeing as we got to the new island. Seeing as we've done the full part of the first island. Not that initial section is quite a nice introductory section. We're still part of the first act as well. Obviously got to get to the lawyers, so to speak. But I think I will actually wrap it up here as it's 11:30. But it's a nice enough game. Let's see, how does this multiplayer work? Blind fail. Okay. Look, there's no network play, okay. Don't have a second joypad in. Is that just a joke option? Because that's just... That's an odd one. You literally have a joke option. But yeah, it's not bad. That's quite a nice first act, I think. I think the puzzles aren't too bad. Where's Otis? He ran off this way, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the end of the pier right here. Somebody's selling fish over here. I'm not picking that up.
Certainly a bit more lively, the animation, like we've got Cheese there knocking on the boat, which is quite nice. I think this was Carla, wasn't it?
Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Where's Otis?
He's on shore leave.
Why aren't you on shore leave?
Someone has to stay and guard the ship while the big cheese repairs all the damage you inflicted on it.
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you something from town?
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't taken a good look around yet.
Well, maybe you should.
Carry on, Carla.
Do I really have a choice?
It's Carla the Sword Mistress from the original game, and Otis and Meat Took. A strange Meat Took you haven't recruited Meat Took to your crew.
Lucre Island Port Authority. Lucre Island Port... I'm not picking that up.
We should go into the Port Authority. There's quite a few buildings we can't enter in this one, which
Lucre Island Port Authority.
Seems a little bit odd. Well, I'm actually quite enjoying this, I have to admit.
Yes?
Can I play next?
Sure, but you might be waiting for a while.
Oh. Why?
Because chess is a game that requires hours of intense concentration.
Can I play now?
No.
So, who's winning?
It's difficult to say. It appears that Mr. Santiago is employing a variant of the Barbarino offense. If that's the case, then my Kaplan maneuver should choke off his rooks.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, someone set the bar on fire! I'll let you get back to your game.
Yes?
Can I play next?
Sure, if you don't mind waiting a few hours.
Oh, why so long?
I'll tell you why. Because Larbot the pirate here can't concentrate on the game for more than 2 minutes at a time.
Can I help it if I have a wide variety of interests that cause my mind to wander?
Yes, a wide variety of culinary interests, you mean?
Well, I never.
You never move, you mean?
Are you done yet?
Oh no, this will take hours.
So, who's winning?
It's hard to say. I've been pressing Senor Castaneda's queen with my Montgolfier offensive. But I think the miserable Getz got me stymied with his Estrada barricade.
Ah, I see. Oh my gosh, someone set the food court on fire.
Where?
Haha! Nice move, Brainiac.
That doesn't count.
You know the rules. You let go of a piece, it's a move.
But...
Rules are rules, Tabo.
Fine.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Your friend seems awfully focused on the game.
Noticed that, did you? Senor Castaneda is exceptionally well-disciplined. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's nearly impossible to shift his attention. Except...
Yes?
Well, he does carry something of a torch for Brittany, the bank teller.
Interesting. So Castaneda really has a thing for the bank teller, huh?
Oh yes, he carries a picture of Brittany with him wherever he goes.
I'll let you get back to your game.
Thank you.
They're using it right now.
Don't touch that.
We're using it to time our match.
Hey!
Yes?
Brittany, look out!
Brittany, where?
Nope, sorry. Just a stick. I'll let you get back to your game. This must be the Ship Shock Shop I heard Mr. Cheese talking about. I'm not picking that up. I should go to the law offices before I get information on investment strategies. Excuse me, is this?
Come in. Come in.
Come in.
What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can. What is it, wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very...
prestigious.
Lucrative?
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
Well, that changes things. Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it. He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know it's illegal to make such wrongful
And preposterous.
claims. Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them. Put a lien on their catapult. File a writ of habeas moneyus.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money? Earned, not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office. What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right. Right?
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
But we'll get right on it. Right?
Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research. Isn't there something else you could do for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sight.
I guess so.
Oh, hey, you might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married. This will save us a trip. Now be gone. We have work to do.
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult! Yipes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed upon our fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Tokamata Marley. How sweet! P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
No body, no foul.
Will
If I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on. If I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on.
You can't handle the truth.
2 words, boys. Tough love. Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
You mustn't rush the gears of justice, Mr. Threepwood.
There are writs of nolo comprende to research. Subpoenas of e pluribus unum to serve.
Webs of red tape to spin.
It would go faster.
Much faster.
If we had the original deed. To the Marley Mansion.
Hey, according to Grandpa Marley's letter, the deed's here on Lucre Island at the local bank.
Well, don't just stand there.
Make like a lobotomized monkey.
Go to the bank and get the deed.
I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit? That sounds
intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Okay, let's sue the electronic games industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games. I'd like to sue the Ghost Pirate Lee Chuck for emotional distress. I'd like to sue the hurling bolt. Let's go for the guys.
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood. We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Let's sue the electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games.
What?
I have no idea why I just said that. Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one? Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus Heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room. Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
I'll give them personal injury.
I should just check there's no items in there.
Law practice for dummies. I'm not picking that up.
Alibi schmalibi.
Just a...
And just why not, young lady?
Bank policy, sir. I can't convert these traveler's checks because we've never heard of, what's his name? Australia.
But you've honored them countless times before.
We've had a bad run of counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policy. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name. Funny to say, too. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Oh, Struth. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Have a nice day, Mr. Mandrill.
He should switch to decaf. Excuse me.
Please speak with the teller.
Would I just have a quick...
Please ask the teller. I'm very busy, and she can probably assist you.
Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more. I really don't need it. Hi there.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
I'd like to make a deposit.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like a loan, please.
All right, sir. And what would the funds be used for?
I've always wanted jewel-encrusted bunny slippers.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
Really? I mean, yes, of course.
Do you have a job?
I'm married to the governor.
I see. And what does that pay?
Nothing.
Thanks for your time. Someone will contact you in 3 to 5 business years.
I need to make a withdrawal.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh, well, there is this.
Oh my. That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir. If you'll just follow me into the vault, we can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest. Well, here it is, sir. The safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
That Governor Marley was an eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now. Hot water bottle, monkey pacifier, Grogaments, Jimmy Hoffa, do-it-yourself tattoo kit, bloody stiletto knife, bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lip? Wax lips. Ah, there it is.
Stick him up!
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guyrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Barney heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
Down on the floor!
Just send out the hostages, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Never!
Whew, this thing reeks. I don't really need to wipe that.
Your lawyers have negotiated a settlement. Now drop everything and come out.
My lawyers are fired. Down on the floor!
I don't think so. There seems to be something inside. It's a music box. Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
There's only one criminal more nefarious than me, and that's Peg Nose Pete.
I can't use this. It's an old cracked sword. It's an old cracked sword. This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley.
It's a small packing sponge. It's a packing sponge. It's a large packing sponge.
It's a cute little music box. It's a cute little music box. Let's see. Blah blah blah, Lucre Bank. Yada yada, safe deposit chest. Deed to the mansion, good. Wedding gifts, good. Ultimate insult, bad. Yours truly, H.T. Marley. It's the official symbol of the governor's office. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything.
There's only one criminal more nefarious than me, and that's Pink-Nose Pete.
It's a bottle of the 67 Chateau de Spittle. A fine vintage grog with an insouciant flavor and a saucy aftertaste. If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Come out with your hand.
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
I'll never give up. I'm Guyrush Threepwood.
That doesn't need to be sliced up. I don't think that would help anything. 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 I don't think that... It's an old cracked sword. I don't think that would help anything.
There's only one
That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. I don't think that would help anything. I don't really need to wipe that.
Just send out the hostages.
Never!
I can't reach it. I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through this hinge. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that... It's an old... I don't think that would help anything. It's an old cracked sword. I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through this hinge. I don't think that would help anything. This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. Wow, these little sponges really expand. Wow, these little sponges really expand. I don't think that would help anything. I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through this hinge. I don't think that would help anything.
I'll never give up. I'll never give up.
That doesn't need a sponge.
I'm just trying to work out exactly what I need to do here, so there's not a lot. It's got to be using...
You'll never get me, Guyrush Threepwood, coffers!
I thought you've got to use the sponge with the...
Wow, these little sponges really expand. I don't think that would help anything. It's a cute little music box. Wow, these little sponges really expand. Wow, these little sponges really expand. I don't think that would help anything. 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 I don't think that would help it. Wow, these little sponges really... I don't think that would help anything.
It's a packing sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge.
I can't use this.
It's a large packing sponge.
I can't use this.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs. That'd be a waste.
I can't reach it.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door. This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. It's an old cracked sword. I don't think that would help anything. 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 I don't think that... It's a bottle of the sick... I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would... It's a bottle of the 67 Chateau de Spittle. A fine vintage grog with an insouciant flavor and a saucy aftertaste. It's one of the hinges that holds this door in place. It's an empty safe.
Don't need to try it, Pug. I want all of it. And don't forget the loot behind the counter.
If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here.
I think this has got me. You had fought the grog.
I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help. Wow, these little sponges. I don't think that would help anything. Wow, these little sponges really expand. Wow, these little sponges really expand. Wow, these little sponges really expand. I don't think that would help anything.
That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge.
I'm Guyrush Threepwood.
That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge. That doesn't need a sponge.
I can't use this.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
Come out with your hand.
It's an old cracked sword.
We've got you surrounded.
Does the music actually do anything?
Top of the world, boy!
I thought you might want to put something... I'd have thought the handkerchief you could use and soak in the grog with the sponges.
Forget the vault! Just give me everything else!
I don't think that would help anything. 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 It's the official symbol. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything.
You'll never get me, Guyrush Threepwood, coppers!
I think this bit's got me here for now. I think I might finish up as it's 10. It's just gone 12 past midnight. So thanks to everyone who's watched this stream. Thank you to everyone who's been on stream. Hope you've enjoyed this look at Escape from Monkey Island. I'll try and figure out this puzzle later. Actually, while I'm doing it,
It's a packing sponge.
I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that... This hanky has PP embroidered on it. I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley. I don't think... It's an old crap... I don't think that would help anything. It's one of the hinges that holds this door in place. That doesn't need to be sliced up.
Ah, there we go.
I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too.
That's G-U-Y-B-R-U-S-H.
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit. With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands. If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here.
Okay, see if I can solve this.
I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door.
I'm Guyrush Threepwood.
I can't reach it. I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door. I guess this grog is too mellow to eat through the door.
No thanks. A grog this old could probably eat through most of my internal organs.
Top of the world, boy!
There are dry sponges stuffed in the door jamb.
That doesn't need a sponge.
Down on the...
I don't really need to wipe that. I don't really need to wipe that.
I'm free. So long, suckers. And remember, you've just been robbed by Guyrush Threepwood.
Hey, where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right, down to the jailhouse with you. All right, you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit. Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
You'll find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offense, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Jace?
You're not helping. What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, it's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
Okay, everyone, that is where I'm going to leave it tonight. I think we managed to solve that puzzle. So, yes, this has been Escape from Monkey Island. Actually, I should have said this was released in the PC version. The PC version was released in 2000. This PS2 version was released in 2001. It's actually a nice game. You enjoy point-and-click adventures. I know this one got sort of slightly middling reviews, but these days I think it's quite positive for a lot of people. It's actually quite good fun. There's some good lines. It made me laugh there, so yeah. The puzzles haven't been that hard, so it's fairly easy. Although I did actually finish the original 2 Monkey Islands without too much help. Once I looked at them years later, the puzzles were much easier than what you think. Sometimes you can overthink them. So yeah, it's actually quite a good title. So Escape from Monkey Island. I believe this is actually available on Steam as well if you want to play it on PC. And the PS2 version I think is pretty cheap and readily available as well. So it's not expensive to buy. It comes with a nice full colour manual as well, with Timmy the monkey on it. Just an enjoyable follow-up to the previous titles. So I've been your host for this randomised gaming stream, Random Gamer Riven. I should say this was developed and published by LucasArts as well, though these days Disney will own the rights to them. And this was the PS2 version. But that's it from me. I will wish you all a good night, a good evening, good morning or good afternoon. And I will see you all in tomorrow's stream.